GM, we are live. I hope everyone's having a great morning. Excuse me, sorry. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get off at 8:30 today, so I had to push back the stream. I apologize. Gonna see when big board season opens if we will stick with the 9 a.m. time or keep it at 8:30. I'd like to keep it at 8:30, but that might be reliant on there being enough in the lobbies. If it's only the big board, if I start at 8:30, run 8:30 to 10, that's like 2 big boards. I'm going to run out of big boards pretty early if I'm doing that. So we will see. It might be 9, it might be 8:30. I'm going to decide that as the winter rolls on. But anyway, enough of that. I hope everyone's having a wonderful start to their day. Chris, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great one. He's got 2-team pod and 1 remaining mitten, 7 teams without a QB, 1 with 3 live players, 1 team with 4. And got to be feeling good there. Got to be feeling good there. If you look at DBMDB, you're probably a pretty hefty favorite there, Chris. So good luck getting the team through. Well, I have 2 live teams. I'll go over them once we roll through the morning stuff. GM to you, Joel. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Appreciate you. Greg says, GM's gentleman big board season is in the air. It is. It is. Did we say Saturday or Sunday at 2 p.m.? Now I can't remember. Didn't we say Sunday at 2? I don't know. But it is very soon. It is very soon. It's awesome. Jake Binniger, GM to you. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Appreciate you so much, Mr. Binniger. We can slump. That's true. There's little boards. I forgot about the little board. So hopefully, yeah. I don't want to burn through all 150 like really fast. I also want to be able to do some off stream, just so that I have different texture and drafting with different people and not all early AM drafts. I think there's something to be said for diversifying your times you're drafting in. So I just want to make sure that I am able to spread those out just a bit. Supplement with little board for the little people. Yeah, no, for sure. Little board's great. I mean, two of my 3 finals teams were the little board. So, my God, we're going to do better next year. That is a promise to myself and to all of you. We're going to have a better season. GM to you, Thomas Law. Appreciate you so much. The Slumlord. That's right. We're going to enter our Slumlord arc. Hey, Go Easy Cards. Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. So, let's check it out. Let's see if we look at our playoff best ball situation. I have 2 teams that are live. This one team, they're giving me a 50-50 shot here. And this is it. We both have 1 quarterback. It's Stafford versus May. We both have Ken Walker, so that mirrors it out. I have Kyron and Corum. He has Ramondre. And then I've got Puka, Parkinson, Henry, and Booty, and he's got JSN, Diggs, and Hunter Henry. They're marking this at 50-50. I think I'd rather be me. And I feel like that's kind of clear. But the projections are the projections. You can only play 5. So it's not like I get some bonus. I mean, it's the top 5 scorers, but I don't know. I'd rather be me in this boat, personally. I like that I have all of the running back production in LA captured. I feel like this team, if it gets through, is actually... I don't know if it's pure fighting for a chop. I don't know if... how many would I have? I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if a 7-person Rams New England stack would be live for a clear win here. I would, of course, not have any of the New England running backs. So I would be needing that specific outcome where, the Rams running backs outscore them. But I would like to see this team get through to the finals. But again, I feel like 50-50 is a little bearish for my position here. My other one's the opposite. So in this team, I have Stafford. My other live team, I have the opposite sweat. I have the Drake May team, and I'm going against the Stafford team. This is a 6-person May stack. May, Kyron, Ramondre, Diggs, Henry, Booty. And so we're squared off with Ramondre. Pat Bryant, I don't think is going to play, so that doesn't help him. But he's basically got the Puka Adams Stafford bit, and I have Kyren. So I really need, for both of them, I need Kyren. I could potentially advance both of them if it's a big Kyren game. That said, this team, if it gets through, that's fine, but there's no way, it's not going to be live to win. There's pretty much no way that there's not a better May, Ramondre, Diggs, Henry, Booty team that's going to have, if it is the Rams, they're going to have more than Kyren on the other side. If it's not the Rams, then all I have are 5 Patriots, and there's going to be 6 Patriots, 7 Patriot, and Patriots plus Seattle. So this team, this Mint 3 team, be great to get it through, but I'm not really holding my breath for anything. I think I'm fairly an underdog. Again, I don't know if I'm really like a 75 to 25% dog in that one. That feels, again, a little bearish, but you know, the numbers are the numbers. I'm just, you know, off the rip looking at it, I don't feel like I'm that huge a dog. I guess, I mean, having Puka Adams is nicer than Diggs plus one of these assy ancillary pieces, but what are you going to do? So there she goes. There she goes. Craig says, there's absolutely something to the diversifying draft time. Check my rivals on BBMDB. It was all, yeah, and I would encourage people to try to draft at different times. I think that just makes, unless you figure out some optimal time, then do all your drafts then, right? If for some reason all the winning drafts are coming from, you know, Wednesday at 9 p.m., you should be drafting at Wednesday at 9 p.m. I don't think there's any way to predict that, so I would spread it out. Yeah, we can. I don't know. Explicit Hawkberg. Hey, GMTU Purple Yosh. Yeah, that first team's pretty good. I think that first team is kind of live, right? I mean, we only have 2 dead players, Love and Jacobs, and we're going to lose. I mean, we're rooting for the Rams in this, so we would go to the Super Bowl with 7 because we're going to lose either Walker or we're going to lose all the Rams. I think I would be in better shape losing the Walker. This is a Stafford team, so I have to lose the Seahawks. Sorry, I was thinking this was the May team. Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna lose Walker if this all goes well, but yeah, got a couple outs to live Super Bowls. Chad, can you look at the sweat of my life? Yeah, I need your username though, because I don't remember the number. You have 8. You're JT Vinegar, but I don't remember the number. 2. Okay. All right, sweat of your life. I'm assuming it's not the 99-1. I assume it's the 62% gauntlet returns. What do you got? Is this the right team? Let me know. So May versus Darnold. Kyren, Ramondre. Wait, is this right? Is this? I assume this is the one. Or is it the 49%? Okay, 49% Mitten 2. All right, the battle heads up. Darnold versus Stafford. And then you've got Kyren and Walker facing Kyren Walker. So it's Ramondre versus Corum. JSN, Diggs, and Henry versus Puka, Adams, and Parkinson. That's pretty sweaty. I mean, it's going to be clear, right? Because I mean, it's the Stafford, Puka, Adams stack versus the Darnold, JSN battery, and then a couple of Patriots. I will say, it would be a shame if your team gets eliminated because it's like a live Super Bowl, right? Like if you have a true Pats Seahawks Super Bowl, this guy is only going to go through with 5 Rams at best. So it's just like basically like a team praying for a chop. So there's going to be a lot of those. There's going to be a lot of teams that are like kind of live and kind of fun that might lose to teams that are not live to like win the whole contest, that are just fighting for chops. If you made me pick, let me see, official pick, who would I rather be in your draft? Sorry, I clicked off of the other team that you're playing against. Uh-oh. PD, help. What have I done? Okay. Would I rather be you or Che Thompson? I think if I only had to win this round, I'd rather be Che, but it is close. I mean, there's a reason this is 50-50. I just have a little more faith in this sort of Rams overstack than needing Darnold, JSN, and Walker, because I feel like if Walker has a big game, you're covered up by him. I don't know though. It's so close. It's so close. Right. Let's see. Hey, Hartman, GM2, appreciate you. Greg notes the early Albatross streets are. Yeah, I need to get ranks, or at least the list of who's playing in what major, so I can make my own rank. I would be willing to do that. I just don't have that list. I know they're out there. So squishy. Yeah, I believe it. I have 10 players and a gauntlet returns. D. Dameron 44. All right, let's check it out, Mr. Dameron. D. Dameron 44. How are you not? Oh, it's the returns contest. It's the returns. Okay, I was like, having 10 is insane. And it's crazy you have 10 and you're only 30% to advance. What are you up against? Do other people? This guy they have at 30%. This guy at 90%. So it's spread out. Yeah, I mean the returns contests. I could definitely see some teams with 10 players. But you're rooting for what? Broncos against. I think you'd prefer the Seahawks. Is what it looks like. But yeah, that's yeah. I hope that gets through because you'll have a pre-live Super Bowl there. Go Easy Cards, my only live. DK Millie advanced but died last week. Yeah. Oh my gosh, if Chicago won, I think I have like 8 teams that are live. Because I marked off all my dead teams. I'm not even looking at them. They would be, and then I was like, I was rooting against Buffalo, and I had so many Josh Allen teams. I think so many people do too. So I imagine like net it killed a lot of teams, but it killed a lot of mine. No, it's okay. It's close, Jake. The Rams stack is nice to look at. Yeah, but again, it's a 2-game slate. So much can happen. New England Rams Super Bowl will be the chalkiest drafted stack chop city unless Podluck helped it. It's going to be the chalky outcome. And I wish I could say I was rooting for one of the other outcomes, but I don't think I have enough firepower to do it. I have one team. My other team that's quote unquote live, I think it's this 4% team. Yeah, so they're giving this team a 4% chance with May, Henderson, Walker, Henry, Booty, Cup. This team, if it got to the Super Bowl, could be the right 5 because Cup is going to be less owned. Even Seattle stuff might not have Cup in it, but I don't know. It's pretty grim. I mean, they're only giving me 4%. I'm kind of covered up by this Mitten team with a lot of pieces. We have 4 of the same, and my pieces that this guy doesn't have are Cup and Henderson, and it's like, oh, Henderson hasn't done much, and then he has like JSN that I don't have. He's got 2 quarterbacks, so it's like, this team's in big trouble. This team did not get a very good draw against this JSIH guy. I'm in some trouble there. I've got 9 live Sharps Mitten. Hey, there you go, Mr. Worth. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, Sharps, that was bad. So you got 8 live. Before the playoffs started, I had 70% New England, 55% Seattle, advanced 0 teams. The Podluck is killer. The Podluck is absolutely brutal. But yeah, I know. I'm sure I have some teams that would be really nice looking that are just stone dead. Hey, Nez, GM Candle Nation, appreciate you, Nez. Good morning to you. I saw you last night in the Pat Mayo golf streets. just ripping Bhatia at all costs. But no, Nez, appreciate you so much. We'll see. We might do some golf if the BRs get a little stale. We'll run some of those. Greg VS 1646. Who is the 1-2 in the Underdog Open? Asking golf questions already. Nez says Russell Henley time. There we go. Because that's your one and done. I am using Jason Day as my one and done. Which honestly is probably, oh my God, wrong button. Oh my God, nobody wants this. This is bad. Avert your eyes. Dear God. Okay. We're back. All right, let me join a BR. Sorry about that. The jump scare. I got to keep you guys on your toes because otherwise you might miss the weather. Oh my God, and then location error. All right, I got to join on my phone. This is the production value is plummeting here. All right. What the heck is going on? Now my phone won't let me enter any contests. Oh. All right, we're in. I got a message I've never seen before that said I can't enter that kind of contest. I'm waiting for one. I am waiting for one. So you're going with small. So even Day is kind of thin. Day is towards the bottom of guys I'd use in one and done, just because, again, you're only going to use, what is it? It's somewhere between like 35 and 40 contests. Do you really need to use Alex Smalley at any point in the year? I don't know. Unless you really just have a feeling that Alex Smalley's going to win, then by all means do it. But sometimes I think there is a hesitancy to like pick the crazy scroll down guy, and usually that doesn't work out. But again, I don't want to dissuade you from, like, if Alex Smalley wins, I'm going to feel like an idiot saying this. But I would be hesitant to pick guys who are like past 101 to win a tournament. I don't think that's always the best process. Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. One year I got super bailed out. I was like on the bubble, and it was the last tournament. It was the I think it went up to the BMW, and I picked Keegan Bradley because I needed to win. Like, if I didn't win, I didn't cash, and Keegan Bradley like won. So if you're in like a position like that, then yes, you can scroll to Narnia because you need a Hail Mary. But I think this early in the year, I would probably be, not going past like 60 to 80 to 1. It is a little weird though, because you have Scheffler, who's like crushing the odds for a lot of players. So, you could make the argument, maybe look at the without Scheffler market for if you're going to use like a rule of thumb, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm using Jason Day. You could say that itself is too cute. So hard to call, very little to work off, very weird tournament setup. Yeah, it is tough. It is wonky. So we took Puka in this draft. Excuse me. All right, so Stafford went ahead of me. It's kind of weird. It's almost like they're daring me to take Puka Devontae without Stafford. I think I'm actually willing to do that. I'll go Devontae Harvey. Harvey hasn't been much fun. He had 6 carries last week. We have to hope that bumps up. But we'll take that. This is how in trouble I am. I actually had a dream that the backup running back for Seattle tore his ACL on the first play of the game. And I remember trying to look at his jersey, and it was jersey number 71, which sounds like an offensive lineman. So I don't know how much you could read into that. But I'm having stress dreams about 4-man battle royale, so I need some help, guys. Yeah, it was too much, Goazy Cards. I apologize. I like the guys who are used to playing these sponsor events. The vets have to play with company CEOs all the time. Yeah, again, the can't lay theorem. I did look, and Harris English does not have the best record at this place. Sometimes you got to go with narrative streak, Greg. Sometimes that's all we have. Again, at these birdie fests, like, just imagine any PGA Tour pro showing up at your local course. Like, they're going to shoot like a 58. And I'm not saying that it's set up that easy, but it is not set up that hard. All right, let's take. Yeah. Let's grab Mims. Let's grab Mims and Barner, and this is just going to be a Jared Stidham team. I think I'm okay passing Corum for the Stidham Harvey situation. And then I'll take Barner over Colby Parkinson. So this is going to be a Jared Stidham team. We have too many of these, but that's kind of the price you pay. I think once you take Puka, if you don't get Stafford, you're very unlikely to get May. I could have taken Darnold, but we didn't. Dan. So now we got Puka and Adams, Harvey, Mims, Barner, and Stidham here. Oaks Mashed Potatoes, GM to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Appreciate you so much. It could be too cute. It also could literally be the winner. I mean, we've had winners come from the clouds at this event. Got to get more Jads because trap dunking on my debutante King Harris. He's not a debutante. He's played it before. Rumor has it there are harder and harder putt courses than Amex. Yeah, that La Quinta course is pretty darn easy. And so if your guy's out there and he shot a 72 and you see LQ next to his name in the shot link, it's the full hand on shoulder. You're dead. You're not. I think last year the cut was -12. So you're going to need your guy to be -5, -6. So the stadium course is actually kind of hard. Stadium course is a little more challenging. Pete Dye course, not the easiest place to play. And then on Sunday they make it a little harder. They set the pins up a little harder than they do on the weekdays when the AMs are still out there. All right, that was fun. Let's do it again. Oh my God, location error. All right, got to do it on my phone. All right, and it snap filled. Let's see. All right, I'm going to update the time stamps. So give me a second. All right. Intro and playoff. Best ball. BR1 and BR2. All right, sweet. And then subs only, chat. Subs only. We got to get the sub numbers up. We're at 430. And I am starting in... Oh, I got the 1.1 again. All right. Another Puka team. Another Puka team. Just going to draft all the TGL super teams. There we go. I think I saw they had their first Albatross at TGL. And I can't remember who hit it. But they were very excited that someone hit an Albatross on a simulator. All right. There goes Puka. Hopefully we don't have another Stidham team, but sometimes you just can't help it. You're right, Greg. It was Rose. It was Justin Rose. So Justin Rose playing this weekend. If you think it translates, fire him up. Fire him up. I imagine Rose would be good here, but I don't know that he plays it too often. Again, it's so random. It's just like who's feeling good, who's putting well. They're all going to have 1,000 opportunities at birdies, and who's capitalizing. It's very hard to. It's gonna be very hard to predict. But that one starts at 11. Is it 11:30 or 11 Eastern time? You still have time to get in your one and done. Don't forget, people. There's nothing worse than just eating a 0. 11:30. So. All right, we've missed out on Stafford. We missed out on Adams. Ramondre and Harvey are here. I mean, we could take Darnold so we don't get another Stidham team. I think I'm going to take Ramondre, Travion. We did this last time when Stafford was available, famously. When Nez told me to make a Stidham team, and then we passed on Stafford, which was my bad. But let's try this. Let's try the 2 New England backs on this team. I don't think I could necessarily push it. At least when Stidham comes, we probably won't get Sutton, but we should still be able to do like Stidham Mims or Stidham Ingram at the very least to get something going. And the overflow at the 1.1 streamer duping. I mean, you're actually going to be able to dupe this team if you really want to go easy cards. I would encourage you not to dupe me, bro. But we all do what we got to do. I got to make a team so unpalatable that Go Easy Cards won't dupe it. Let's see if we can accomplish our goal. Wow, little Jordan Humphrey, 5 targets. Dear God. Could little Jordan Humphrey be the skeleton key to this contest? Honestly, it's possible. Especially when you're stuck in Jereb. No one's taken Darnold. Tricky's got to take Darnold. He's got JSN, so I will assume he takes Darnold here. Once he takes Darnold, I mean, let's do Lil George. I don't know, because is Ferguson? What's Ferguson's stat? Franklin's status? No, I don't want Franklin. All right, who am I taking at tight end? Do we want Barner? I really don't like Barner very much. You know what? I'm gonna queue up Parkinson instead. Let me read the blurb. I gotta read the blurb. I'm a blurb reader. Limited practice Wednesday for Franklin. That makes me a little less into. What if we just did naked Stidham? Is that crazy? Can we do that? Can we do naked Stidham? Let's try it. Let's take Booty here. We're starting a dialogue. I don't know if this is right. Taking 3 Pats and naked Stidham. We'll try this. Maybe Stidham rush it. Maybe they get there via the tush push. I don't know. I'm trying to get different because this is such a huge contest. I mean, it's 48,000 people doing this. People are gonna build this. It's gonna be a juke festival unless you do some wacky stuff. And I think this is a little wacky. Naked Stidham, but you know, it tells a story where New England mostly gets there through the pass. Drake May doesn't go nuke, but Booty gets there, and then you got Puka and Parkinson. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that story, but again, you got to do something a little crazy if you're going to win this and take down the whole shebang. So there we go. Stidham, Ramondre, Travion, Puka, Booty, and Parkinson. Bang. All right, I'm going to update the timestamp and hop into another one. Oh my God. And waiting for 3, waiting for 3, waiting for 2. Stevenson went, but Stafford fell. Yeah. He probably should take Stafford when he's there as the Puka drafter, but I think mixing it up occasionally is smart. You could see Puka be optimal and another quarterback be outscoring him. So I don't know if I would just jam Stafford every single time. I think if you're doing the multi-entry thing, I would mix in some not Stafford Puka teams myself. But I think if I had that opportunity in single entry, I probably would take Stafford because he's not there every time for the one hole. All right, this time we got the 4. We got J-Dubs in here. We got a No Badger and someone else. So we'll see what goes. We'll see what happens. See what happens. And we'll switch it. We'll switch back to night driving. And how long till this starts? What's going on? All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Appreciate all of you. So first of all, I won't be able to stream tomorrow. I apologize. So today will close out the week for me. And I'm a little worried about Monday because, you know, I think this snowstorm is going to be pretty bad here where I am. And long story short, I think I'm going to have solo care of the kiddo on Monday based on my wife's work. She might get snowed in. So I think I'm not going to be able to stream on Monday, and I don't think childcare options will be available because of that. So stay tuned. If I can do it, I will do it. But I am deeply concerned that Monday is going to be a wash, and that stinks because the big board will be open. So I am praying to the weather gods that I'm able to stream Monday because I really want to do it. However, it's every time I look, if a forecast is calling for more snow. And I just don't think they're going to be able to clear out 2 feet of snow in time. All right. I do like Kyren here. Let's do Kyren May. I don't have enough Drake May teams. I'd like some of that. So let's roll that. Brian the Goober says night driving is greater than duck. I think I've come around to that too. I used to be a feeding the ducks truther, but I actually think I prefer the night driving. But I wanted to switch it up this morning, and I was like, no, this is kind of driving me a little nuts. So we got May, Kyron. Let's see, is the one hole doing anything weird? Not yet. They've got Puka, and they got the chance to get Stafford. Let's see if they take it. Goes Ramondre. Is he going to give J-Dubs, if he gets Stafford, JSN, Devontae, that's pretty nice. Or he can even take... Yeah, that's pretty lucky, I think, for the 2-hole. The 1-hole basically saying I'm a Jared Stidham team by taking Sutton there. So not too bad. Interesting choice in the 2-hole. I almost feel like because you have JSN and Devontae, you could push the QB to 15 because you're kind of happy with either one. But I don't know. It might just take Stafford there to lock that up because it might be hard enough to get Stafford, Devontae, and JSN. So we got Drake, May, Kyron, I think Travion, and Booty to me are kind of the clear choice. Henry's intriguing, but I think leaning into this is better. Just snagging up the running back and the receiver here. Arguably, maybe I could have skipped Travion and then been okay with either one receiver or also taking Corum. I don't know if I would have preferred that. Henry, Booty, May, Kyron, and then winding up the team. At least stop looking. Yeah, no, every time I look, it's worse. I got to stop. Bill says Stafford, Devontae, JSN feels less calm. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I'm surprised Game Tight didn't take a quarterback there, unless he's really reading the room and thinks this guy's going to commit it to Sutton because he has, or committed to Stidham because he has Sutton. So, interesting decision there, taking Barner first. Interesting decision. All right, let's see. What do we want to do? How do we want to wrap up the team? We're going to end up with one of these crummy tight ends to close it out, which is mildly unfortunate. Yeah, I almost think I would have rather have taken Henry where I took him, but I don't know if Corum in that instance would have even made it back. It doesn't look like it because I think J-Dubs would have taken him anyway. How do we want to land this plane? We'll do Cooper Kupp. We'll do Cooper Kupp, and then where's yeah, let's do Kupp Ingram. Let's do Kupp Ingram to land this plane. So I think maybe ending with Kupp Ingram is going to be unique enough there. I think most of the time people take Ingram, it's going to be with Stidham, would be kind of my hunch. And then I guess second most with May. But anyway, this is May, Kyron, Henderson, Booty, Kupp, and Ingram. I don't mind that too much. Don't mind that too much there. Gambled in one, getting Corum around the turn, 40K in the bag. Yeah, no, that was a... I think you played that well there. I feel like the one hole... I don't mind the team they ended up with, so you know, I think it's they pulled enough levers to get unique with what they did. So not too bad there from the one, honestly, considering they didn't get Puka Stafford. Shaheed won't be 100% owned. Yep. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. And now I'm getting all kinds of errors. Well, all right. I'm in and it's snap filled. All right, let me update the timestamp. Or BR4. Let's see. Switch over. All right. So we got Ingle X famously of Dog Bowl fame, we got Goods, who won a bunch of best ball stuff. Friend of the channel, Goods. And I don't think I know Sunny G, but if you're here, Sunny G, hello. Is Pat Bryant practicing? I had not heard that, Terrence. But good morning to you. I hope you're having a great start to your day. I hope you don't get too much ice. My recollection is you're in the Georgia area, kind of in the ice portion of the storm. So make sure you're prepared, Terrence. We need the T-Bear takes. We can't have you freezing out there. What is the GM start? Puka, Ken Walker should be impossible. Yes. I don't think Puka, Ken Walker is possible without collusion. You would need some crazy ball to 4-5 where they both fell. I don't see how that could be allowed to happen. I was thinking about this morning, Go Easy Cards. I think your GM starts are 3-player combos. That's a fair point, Joel. I mean, you kind of got one of those. It's that one you got was pretty good. GM to you, Goods. Hey, appreciate you. Hope you're having a good one. I see you in here at the 3-hole. Going JSN Kyron. So I'll do this. I'll do Adam Stafford. That seems good. This will be kind of hard to get. I mean, both guys 2 picks past ADP. Our running back situation is going to be a walking nightmare, but what are you going to do? So we got Puka, Adam Stafford. We'll figure it out. We got Ingle X going Walker, Harvey Diggs. We got Goods going JSN, Kyron Sutton. And Sunny D, he grabs the Henry Travion double stack. Okay, so Goods mercifully doesn't take Corum, because if Goods takes Corum, then this whole thing went to 0. So at least we get a running back who has a pulse. And then I think it's too cute to pass Booty. I like Booty quite a bit this week. I don't think this team is one that needs a scroll. I don't think it's worth grabbing Colby Parkinson. I think everyone actually has a tight end. Maybe one person doesn't, and I don't really care. If I don't get Parkinson, then I can take Higbee or Ingram or Fergie or something. So, yeah, this is fine. This is nice. I like having this team in the portfolio because I think this could be a little bit hard to build. This kind of Rams over stack here. You know, if I were to nitpick, would be nice to have a Seahawk bring back, but I'm okay without it. Ingle X takes Pat Bryant. Could end up being sharp. If he plays, you're going to have a lot of this draft done where nobody has him, and if he doesn't, you'll just get a swap. And in this range, there's going to be guys like Ingle X will probably just end up with like a little Jordan Humphrey or something. So, all right, Parkinson goes. Do we want Ingram? I think I'll take Ingram over the quad stack. I could see a world where they lean on Ingram a little more with Stidham. I don't know Stidham's tendencies, but he could be a little security blanket-y. Again, I have Puka, Devontae, and Corum. I wouldn't mind taking like Higbee also and really just overstacking the Rams and just saying that offense goes nuke. But we could end up reaching a tipping point where that is a lot of Rams on one squad. Let's look at everyone's team though. Ingle X, we know he's a sharp drafter. He's got Walker, Harvey, Diggs, Barner. He made the Pat Bryant pick, and then Stidham and Goods here. Goes JSN, Kyron, Sutton, Darnold, Shaheed, and Parkinson. So yeah, like the team. I like the value of getting this nice Darnold double here. JSN, Shaheed. Yep, good team there from you, Goods. Let's do it again. Gotta do this on the phone. Waiting for one. Get the timestamp. 3930 PR5. All right. I always forget. I always forget when I join the on my phone that the screen doesn't update. Like you guys can't see. I have to refresh. All right, so we're in the 4 hole. So we've either had the 1 hole or the 4 hole here. You can't complain too much, but we don't have any JSN teams on stream yet this morning. We'll see what we can do. And give me 1 sec here. All right. So I will be attending the NFL draft the 23rd to 25th. So if any of you are going there or in Pittsburgh, let me know, because it'll be fun. The draft is awesome. I'm looking forward to being there and being and seeing things live. So be streaming BBM when that opens. But I don't know. BBM actually might open. I think it opened on Monday last time. So I will be coming home on that Sunday or late Saturday. Haven't decided yet. But we will be streaming BBM as soon as that opens as well. Okay, so we got Kyren. Do we do Kyren May again? I don't really want to skip Kyren. That doesn't feel right to me. I mean, we could do Kyren Stafford. I just don't think I love that. I'd rather do Kyren May and try to pick up one of these other New England parts. I think I'm good with that. We'll see how this team ends up. We got Englex in the room again. I don't think I know BRFR Lenny, but let me know. Would you rather win this BR, qualify for the NBA Dog Bowl? Win this BR, go AZ Cards, for the simple reason that I cannot go to the NBA Dog Bowl even if I qualified. I have an immovable family trip, and so I cannot convert that to a trip to LA. It was a long planned trip. Those are the dates that work, and it was unfortunate. I mean, not that I know any hoops anyway, but I do like to throw a couple lineups into Chase Overlay, and I think it'd be really funny if I qualified, because I simply don't know anything about basketball. But no, this case, you asked. It's funny because were you the one that asked me that about the main BR or the NFL, the NFL Dog Bowl last year before I qualified? And I said the NFL BR. Excuse me, I said the NFL Dog Bowl. So I meant it too. Oh my gosh. We just take Diggs and Henry, right? I'm okay skipping Travion. I feel like this is a podium pick. Just sprint to the podium and grab Diggs and Henry here. So like this start. I worded that all god awfully. But anyway, I would rather win this BR. And next year I would rather go back to the Dog Bowl than win the main BR in a given week. We got Kyren, we got May, we got Diggs, we got Henry. Pretty nice team. Lenny here is relegated to Stidham status. Jewish McCaffrey, chat, if you had to take one person from the Discord and put them on the field for one snap, who would you choose and what position are they playing? I would have, let me see. Let me see. I would put Gumby at left tackle so he could just get absolutely pancaked. There's my answer. If I wanted to win, I don't know. I could have Nez over the middle on a crossing route. I think Nez could get open for 8 yards and then just fall down like Tyler Lockett. Would you rather win a BR or Miami to win the BR? I was actually thinking about, I think we had this discussion like months ago. Hold on, I'm up. I'm actually curious. I might take Blake Corum. I might do Corum Kyren, lock these up, and then end the team with Mims. I don't think I need to get more New England pass catchers. I think Mims is going to be involved. Shaheed, even when Shaheed hit, he really didn't hit that well. Let's do it. Drake May, Kyren, Corum, Diggs, Mims, Henry. I like this team a lot. I'm actually pretty happy I have this one in the crew. Yeah, I mean, I was basically thinking, like, how much would I pay for Miami to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. It's not like that. I don't think it's super important to me. Like, if you literally could give me an amount, it's it's I wouldn't give all that much. I don't know. I don't know. Nez is unnecessarily tall. Nez simply does not need to be as and again, I'm telling you, Nez needs to do better with his camera because you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know the scope that is Nez. I would pick AZ winning a Super Bowl or making a hole in one over. Oh no, not me. Not me. I give me the money. Angle X says he takes Ken Walker, Harvey, Stafford, Barner, Bryant, and Mumfield and Sons. So I highlight this team because you don't see a lot of Mumfield, but I think that getting down to the truly unknown players is not bad. And Mumfield was out there; he was getting some targets. You could definitely see this as a week where you know, a guy could get there on low volume with a touchdown or two, or one long reception could be enough, and will make him different from the other Stafford teams. Also interesting, he took Walker at the 1, and then took Stafford here anyway. So, you know, again, you're trying to beat 48,000 people here. You're going to need some kind of unlikely outcome. I don't mind what he did, just highlighting a deep scroll that I don't think we've seen before. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Yeah, I'm getting this weird error. All right, waiting for one. Waiting for one, and I'll update the timestamp. Still waiting for one. Oh my God, what have I done? All right. All right, there we are. All right, so we got Ingle X, Jewish McCaffrey himself, and JT Binniger. So there we go. And let me update this. 47 minutes. Also, if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. We're at 430 subs. Would love to get closer to 500. We're going to keep on doing content. Move to best ball very soon. But appreciate all of you so much. Thanks so much for coming in, hanging out. And Angle X, hey, you're here. GM, good luck this week. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Thanks for coming by. Like the teams you've been building. We've been looking at some of them as we have been doing these drafts. Always good to highlight teams from drafters doing interesting stuff, like taking Mumfield there, because again, I don't think I've seen him get taken. You got to scroll, but look, 3 targets last week. I mean, never know. You never know. He was and I don't know what his route percentage was. I don't have that. I don't have my fantasy life up right now, but I think it's interesting. I know there's some discrepancies if they're playing a lot of 13. He doesn't play much, and sometimes it can be hard to predict how, you know, what formation they're going to use. And so if you're going to make a bet on heavier wide receivers, you know, playing time and in the rotation, then I don't mind going down there because there are a lot of unknowns. We'll take Kyron and May here. T Cage, GM, good luck to you. Hope you're having a wonderful morning yourself. We'll do Kyron May. Thought about skipping May, but I don't know. We see JT Binniger. He goes JSN Staffy, which puts Jewish McCaffrey in a boat of what does he do? So he goes Puka Adams. We did this from the 1 hole when we got locked out of Stafford, and I think it ended up being a Stidham team for us. Let's see how Ingle X, what his plan is. He grabs Sutton, which always feels like you're just building in a backdoor for Jared Stidham when you take Sutton in the third position there. So I think, JT Binninger's up. I thought I was on the clock. Well, okay. I thought he was going to take Henry for me. I think I like Henry. Do we want Henry Booty or Henry Travion? We were just in this boat, and I think this time I'm going to do Henry Booty. I think I had this exact team, but I went Booty Travion, and I was disappointed. So Now we got Henry Booty. We got two pass catchers. We got May, Kyron Booty, Henry. JT Bittinger is now up. JMC smartly did not take a quarterback at 3, seeing that Mr. Bittinger and I already had one. So he could, if he's planning to take one, he could push it around safely. But we'll see what he does. Chris misses the golf. We can run some golf. Maybe we'll do 1 or 2 more of these, and then I can do a couple golf and then get out of here. Golf will lock probably not too long. I guess it'll probably lock at 11. I imagine though that's when they'll stop, when they'll close the draft rooms. GM chat. Hey, GM to you, Stephen WC. Hope you're having a great morning. Appreciate you hanging out. So Jewish McCaffrey passes on Darnold. Let's see if Ingle X takes him or not, or if he's happy with Sutton Stidham. Jewish McCaffrey, of course, taking Barner, could potentially set up Barner Darnold, but does not get it after Ingle X takes Darnold in the 4th round. Golf locks 11 Eastern. All right. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it would have been slightly earlier, but for a tournament starting at 11:30. Overlay watch for that PGA Open, or do they typically mash those last minute? I don't know. It's hard. Greg, the difficulty is we don't really have a typically yet, because this is only the second week they've ever had full PGA, full week PGA. I would expect people to kind of ape in late, but we'll see. All right. I like Kyron Corum. I know maybe that's me being a gigafish, but I really don't mind Kyron Corum. And then, I mean, do we take Demario Douglas? I was like, he only had two targets last week. Not great. I mean, maybe we just do Cup. We take Cup again. I mean, Cup. Yeah, let's do that. If Pat Bryant is actually coming back and practicing, that makes me way less interested in little Jordan Humphrey. Same with Franklin. If both of them are back, then our MIM security blanket is not as great. It gets really messy there in Denver. That, with the fact that you have Stidham starting, has me a little queasy about some of these Denver pass catchers. But I'm going to keep drafting them as though, I guess that Bryant misses again. 2 concussions is a lot. I don't know. So I mean, with the it being a second concussion, I'd be surprised if he cleared protocol in a week. But it's also the conference championship game, so people magically tend to heal. Either way, we end up with Kyron May, Henry Booty, Corum, and Cooper Kupp. So nobody on the other side of our New England stack. We got both Rams backs. So again, basically levering our fade of the Rams pass catchers by just saying all the touchdown production comes on the ground there, and New England scores through the air, and nobody pushes them. It's fine. Mr. Benninger went JSN, Stafford, Harvey, Henderson, and then Fergie and Whittington. So again, a different set of Mumfield. He goes Whittington there. JMC, he goes Puka, Adams, Ramondre, Barner, Mims, and Stidham. So the Mims, Stidham, skinny at the end. You'll see that, I think, a fair amount of teams that push QB to the last round. And then Ingle X goes Walker, Diggs, Sutton, and then once he takes Darnold, he then takes Shaheed, who we know can get there on 1 or 2 catches, and then Parkinson. So nice teams all around. Like the room. Steven says, I took Bryant only because Mims and Humphrey were not chosen, so I could swap, and I did this one. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's perfectly fine. There's enough late swaps that are all dart throws that I think you could do that. Harmon says, last week it filled the day before, but it was half the size. Yeah, and I also wonder what they're going to do when golf moves to the East Coast and lock is at like 7 a.m. You know, like they might have to size it weird because people won't be able, they just like won't be able to get any volume in the morning of, like we can on the Hawaii and West Coast swing. JMC says, should have gone Darnold, don't draft dingers and randomly punt a VR at the same time for the stream. Well, I appreciate you doing it for the stream, Jewish McCaffrey, but you never know. Yeah, Mims Stidham is live to to be what you need. And it's not like you had a great, Darnold stack going. I mean, at best, you're taking Darnold Shaheed or Darnold Cup or something. So I don't know. I see the vision. I see the vision there. All right, let's see. I gotta join on my phone again. All right, one more BR, and then we'll do a golf or two, and then we'll get out of here. Waiting for 3, so if we could truly get friends and family. Waiting for 1. Waiting for 1. And we're at 55:20. But appreciate all of you. This is BR7, so we're really cranking through these. If you can, drop a like, drop a sub. It keeps the lights on here. And you know what? We're getting a massive snowstorm, so keeping the lights on is actually going to be very relevant. So please, if the power goes out, the only thing that's going to keep me warm are the likes and subs that you guys are providing now. Tri-state commuter crowd going to carry these PGA events, hopefully. Yeah. If you're on the Metro North, we need you to fill the Underdog Open. Josta29, appreciate you. Good morning. Another Dog Bowl legend there. Great dude. Josta29 says I should punt the dinger too. Josta29, a man must know his limitations, and I am hopeless. I'm hopeless with that. And see, at least I can justify punting off hoops because it's no position. So I mean, you could just like spike 6 guys who go off. The dinger, there's so much goes into making a good dinger team. There's no way I could actually hit it. Like knowing the pockets of the positions and which teams are. Oh, we get JSN at 3. Which teams are playing, 7 games a week in the playoff weeks which are playing 5. Like there's all kinds of stuff you really need to be in the weeds to actually be plus EV in the dinger, and there's no way. There's no way. But again, I have nothing but respect for the dinger people. I mean, my God, it's a true labor of love. One more BR and we'll start doing PRs. I meant golf if I said one more PR and start PRs. I'll do an Underdog Open. I don't want to rug. I know there's some people that are into golf, but it's about to lock. And so we'll get one. I know there are some people that do like the golf. And we can always chat football in the chat too. So, all right. So Mr. Binninger, he goes Kyron. Let's see what he takes next. He takes the full clock. Is it Drake May? Did he time out? Is my internet out? I don't know what's going on. It's frozen on my phone too. Am I cooked? Is it me? Is it me? Jake Binninger crashed on all devices. I think the draft is frozen. Justice Dinger's dead too. New me, help! New me. All right, I'm up, guys. Don't exit your dinger. Don't exit your dinger. I will take my full clock. I will take my full clock so that everyone can get back in the room. I'll do that. That's my public service to my friends I'm drafting with. I'll take Devontae here. We're gonna skip Stafford. We'll take JSN Devontae. Kevin rightly notes that this. I assume you mean stream, Kevin. The stream sucks. When are we getting a new host? You're stuck with me, Kevin. You're stuck with me. Bad news. Jake wanted Ramondre. I'm sorry. I kind of wanted you to take Ramondre because then more quarterbacks would have been pushed through. But alas, your app is one. You should be back. You should be back because mine's back now too. Mine's back now. I didn't want people who were drafting with me to get stuck autoing, so I used my clock there. Stafford goes. Nolly, don't take Darnold, sir. Please. You don't need Darnold. You need a wide receiver. Don't make me be the Sutton guy. JSN Adams Sutton is like the most common Stidham team. Takes Sutton here with these 3. Okay, he takes Sutton. All right. Well, you're gonna get to learn. You're gonna get to learn Stidham here. That said, man, I think I need to take. I think I need a running back here. I think I need the running back. All right. Let's just grab Travion. I don't love this. Because I'd be just as fine with Corum, but I can't trust Corum to get past the one hole. So, and I need to take I need to take Darnold here. So we'll take Darnold. We'll do Darnold, Travion, JSN, Adams. I mean, maybe I could have not been a coward and tried to push Darnold or tried to push one of the running backs and said I'm okay with Corum. But we'll see. We'll see what Game Tight does. I imagine Game Tight's going to end up with Corum because he has Stafford. And people just generally prefer 2 running backs, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm very down with Stidham, Kevin. He's if you want, after this, before we do a golf one, we can look at my exposure so you guys can see. I would guess Stidham's probably my most owned quarterback. Because yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't want like 40% Stidham. I'd rather that be closer to all right, so we don't get two running backs. I mean, people are taking 2 tight ends, so I'm just going to grab Barner here with Darnold. We'll do a little Darnold double, and then we'll figure out something with our last flex. I just don't think any of these running backs are worth taking at this point. I don't think we really know who's going to be the RB2 in Seattle yet. Did they take? Like I truly do not know if it's Velus Jones, if Helani's back, if it's Cam Akers. It's pretty grim. I don't know. Maybe we make a double tight end team. I don't want to ruin a team that's going well. But again, if I want to pull a uniqueness lever, let's try something. Let's do Darnold, Travion, JSN, Devontae, Barner, and Ingram. Whereas wide receiver rotation in Denver is not clear. I think Ingram probably, if there is a tight end to own, it's probably him. The answer is probably not any of them. But I'm willing to take a chance. I'm willing to take a chance, if nothing else, than to build a unique lineup here and say that maybe Ingram outscores the dust balls in that range. So we'll try something. Kevin says people are drafting May and Stafford way too early this week. I think there's people that argue they're drafting them too late, and I think it's people that really don't like Stidham's projection or think Stidham is going to be terrible. Because if you think that, like, I think there are some people that think if you have Stidham, your team is just dead. I don't agree with those people, but I think there are a large contingent of drafters like that. And I'm kind of with you, but I don't know if it's too early. Just the way these rooms go, if you pass on like May here, you're not going to get him back at 12. So it's like, well, if you want him, you got to take him in the second. Hey, see, Bavin, GM to you, Bavin. Hope you're having a good morning. Appreciate you coming by, hanging out. Chris says Stidham wasn't good enough to beat out very mid. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd call Bo Nix very mid. Bo Nix is certainly pretty competent. He looked good. He looked very good as a rookie. And also, when you have that much draft capital invested, you're kind of fighting an uphill battle to like win the job. But I don't know. I think Stidham is probably one of the more capable backups in the league. At the very least, he looked good during the preseason. But yeah, no. And again, you saying this is just showing there are a lot of people that are in the if you have Stidham, your team's toast camp. To go with what Kevin says. So I hear you. I'm one of the people that think Stidham is probably okay. Stidham ain't no Mac Jones. To be fair, I have not seen enough Stidham to firmly agree or disagree with this. My inclination would be I agree. I don't think he's Mac Jones, but I don't know that he necessarily needs to be Mac Jones. I think he could be slightly below that level and then still be competent. I'm being tongue-in-cheek. Okay. I'm easily fooled. I am easily fooled, Chris. All right, let's check out the golf streets. Let's see what's going on with the Underdog Open. We'll hop in that. Oh, it's snap filled, so there we go. The sweaty overlay chasers are in full. Oh, and we got the 6 hole, so there we go. This tournament, for people, so you all know, is 75.6% full. And we're about an hour and 5 minutes from lock. So, I don't know. My inclination says it might overlay, but not heavily. Like, not heavily enough to go nuts chasing. Gavin says he's fine and will get you at least 12 points, and that will be okay. Yeah, it could be okay, right? If the next highest QB score is like 19 and having Stidham enables you to get more receiver and running back firepower that you can't get with those other QBs, then I agree. There is, I mean, the other thing about these BRs though is there is a good chance that whatever quarterback that is outscoring him by 6 points, you could get those same players with. Like I don't know. I feel like you see enough of these GM combos, and that you don't want him to lose by very much in order to make that up. Like, I think he's got to stay within 3 to 4 of the pack. Chris says, as an attorney, I know how to argue the alternative. I mean, I'm an attorney, but there's a reason that I'm streaming golf drafts at 10:06 in the morning instead of representing clients. So I'm, clearly could be a skill issue with myself. How many of these did you get in? Around 10, I think. Let me check. Are you talking about the golf? Let me just take Bobby Mack and Siwoo Kim. Do I want Siwoo or Cantlay? The Steam wants Siwoo. My want to be vaguely contrarian and root for the bad guy is going to take Cantlay here. I think you could go either. This range is fertile ground. I love this range. I don't mind drafting from the middle of the board here, especially the 6 hole, because you really get your pick of Straka's a great pick. Siwoo, people love Hall. Fitz, I think, is too cheap. Noren makes tons of birdies. So I don't mind here. I think I prefer the 4 because I like some of these guys that I really like. Jason Day, and his ADP is like exactly 30. So I've been trying to get as much of him as possible. You don't always get him at the 6, but if you're at the 3 or 4, you can just grab him at 27. I don't really want to take him at 19, but I can. So we will see. Yeah, this is my 8th. I think this is my 8th of these, Yosh. As the overlay, 5 to 10%. Yeah, I think this hits the low 90s would be my guess. But I don't know how many rooms they need to fill. I'm not doing enough math to figure that out. But I would be entering this even if it wasn't going to overlay. I'm kind of sad that it is going to overlay because I really want this product to succeed. So as much as overlay is good for us, it's going to be kind of a short-term thing, because if Underdog makes the contest small or stops offering them, that sucks. I don't want to lose this contest all year for overlay at the Amex, but we'll see. All right. I am a big Daniel Berger believer. This is kind of a nice fall on Pendrith. Pendrith can be a little up and down, but this whole range has a certain amount of warts. Rico Hoey is popular, and if you do any kind of statistical modeling, you'll be like, this is the greatest golfer who ever walked to earth. I believe he was dead last in putting last season on tour. I do not want to go into a birdie fest with Rico Hoey. I'm not going to do it. If he wins this week, that's great. And I know the putting is going to be so easy that maybe his bad putting is mitigated. But man, he is infuriating. He is absolutely infuriating to watch. Appreciate you, Adrian Robles. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, you're talking about this one. Hey, Eggers, sub chat. Hey, GM to you, Eggers. Hope you're having a great morning. Thanks for coming by, hanging out. Greg is team always Siwoo. I have a mixed relationship with Siwoo. I have had him do his I don't want to be here, I want to go home bit one too many times. But when he wants to be there, he is an absolute dog. So contending Siwoo is awesome. You want Siwoo on a Sunday who's like 3 back because he will fight for your dollars. You do not want Siwoo on the cut line with 2 holes to go. So if you think Siwoo's going to be in contention, he's awesome. Guy gets 7th once and wants the product to see. No, I did. Guys, you may not know. I got 7th in this contest last week. No, I like fantasy golf. I really like it. I think it's fun, and I think people like doing it. So it is not because I think I found a new income stream here. Greg says Danny Berger the best value in Albatross. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. Is he qualified for all the majors though? Because he had that big layoff. That's like my only concern. And he definitely could play his way in. Is the other thing. He could play his way in. All right, Jason Day is still here. He's actually slipped in ADP, by the way. All right, so we're going to take Day as one of our guys. Nick Taylor came out. I think he shot like a 62 first round. I think he was a first round leader, tied for a first round lead in Hawaii, and then kind of stumbled over the week. I like Nick Taylor. I still think speaking of guys who are dogs and play above their skill level, I like Nick Taylor a lot. Matt McCarty, he's been popular on this. Valimaki models well. I think he's a little wayward off the tee for what I want. I don't think it's a great Minwoo Lee course. Minwoo Lee hits it as far as anybody, but he's a wizard around the greens, but I think his putter is kind of ass, and he wasn't as good last year as we'd hoped. But again, this tournament, you could really go any direction. You can make an argument for any of these guys, but we'll grab Nick Taylor. The only thing about taking Nick Taylor here is this lineup, everybody's going to be 80 or 89% owned or higher, probably 90+%. I don't know why I picked 89. It's a weird number. Well, everyone's going to be 90% plus owned in this, so we're not getting any kind of big value. So I would like to do a little more scrolling. Kevin asked, "What do you use to research golf?" I've used Fantasy Golf National, but they're like merging with BetSperts. So this week I mostly went off of vibes, but I did use some of the new BetSperts stuff. I'm not really familiar with their product, but it was like, well, here's a new thing that you're now a member of. So I tried to check it out, but mostly podcasts. I also use Model Maniac stuff. Model Maniac's awesome. Byron, part of Fantasy Golf Degenerates with Kenny Kim, great pod. It shows up on the Mayo Media Network. Pat Mayo does great golf stuff. So mostly audio content, Kevin. But yeah, I started messing with the BetSperts stuff. I'm going to start watching golf again if Underdog's going to have week-long golf. Yeah, me too. Let me hop in another, and then let me roll through, because I see a name. That I like. And we're waiting for one if anyone wants to get in. Yeah, we're under an hour, folks. We're under an hour. Got the 2-hole. Kevin says, "I'm with you. I hope it doesn't overlay." Yeah, I don't want them to shrink it. I definitely don't want them to shrink it here, because that's always a bummer. Oh shoot, I didn't do the timestamp. Golf 1 and golf 2. All right, sweet. Yeah, it's so funny, Hartman, that you say that, because I found Daniel Brown on my own, and I was like, I like this guy. Euro Tour guy. His Euro Tour stats look good. I think he's perfect for this place. And then I was listening to Mayo's show, and I forget. I apologize. I can't remember who his guest was, and his guest was like, "Oh, I like Daniel Brown." I was like, no, that was my guy. So it's like, yay, I'm glad he like confirmed that, but I'm also like, he's probably going to get a little ownership bump for a guy that I think most people, he doesn't even have a face on DK. He just has the St. George's cross. So, all right. So you know what? Nez saying Henley? I'll take Henley over Griffin. Why not? Why not? We'll get a little different here from the 2-hole. Try that. So yes, the answer, Harmon, I do like Daniel Brown as a deep scroll. I scrolled a lot in this, might not be right, but no, I think for the Amex scrolling is correct. I think so. Rick Run is good for data. Yeah. He does a good job aggregating stuff. I mean, I think for most people, if you're getting into it, you can use Data Golf. I think has a lot of data for free. If I'm not mistaken. You could also just use the PGA Tour site stats. It's harder to navigate. It's not like presented in a way that's meant for DFS players. But if you're just like poking around, a name pops your eye, you can pull them up and see how they stat out. They're not going to break it out into like short course, long course, grass type, all that stuff for you. But if you're just trying to like figure out what overall type of player, just to like get a general feel for guys, you can start with that before you start paying for stuff. First time doing one and done. Nick Taylor, too much of a scroll. He's probably close. I mean, he's probably not too far off from Day in the odds, so I can't say he's too much of a scroll. I guess, yeah. I was going to say, I mean, he won at Waste Management last year, and I think he was a really good pick at the Sony. But yeah, I don't think you're like saving Nick Taylor for the Waste Management. Plus, Scotty's playing at the Waste Management this year. I don't think it's an elevated event, so I'm not saying to use Scotty there, but I'm just trying to think. I don't think there's anywhere you'd really need to save Nick Taylor for. How about some Lee Hodges? It's also funny. He's the same price as Daniel Brown, and I am torn in one lineup I'm making between Lee Hodges and Bud Cauley, who are basically the same, kind of the same guy. All right, we're up. Do we want Harry Hall or do we want Sepp Straka here? I think Sepp Straka kind of outclasses Harry Hall. We'll take Straka here. I would really love to go Straka Noren, but we'll see if this guy takes him or Kitayama. He does. He just goes by ADP. Let's just grab Noren here. So we got Henley, Straka, Noren. It's a pretty good start. It's a pretty good start here. What is this? The Albatross. This is the Underdog Open. So this is just the Amex week-long tournament. Yeah, Lee Hodges and Bud Cauley. Tell me what you decide, because I keep going back and forth between them. I have like 3 golfers I like at the same price there. Yeah, this is the Amex Open. Purple Yo says, I'm doing the same thing, listening to a lot of content, trying to decide if I want to sub. Yeah, and I think that makes a lot of sense, because a lot of these subscription sites are, they're not given in a way. So make sure you. I mean, a lot of them do some free trials, so I would definitely take advantage of that to see if you like it. I wouldn't do 1 week and then if like you don't win, you don't sub, or if you do win, you do, like, just because golf is so variable. Like golf is brutal. Golf is so brutal. Like the difference between a 6 of 6 and a 4 of 6 can literally be like 2 shots, like two players making a bogey on a hole, and then instead of competing for a GPP, you're looking at the min cash line. It is a cruel game. Greg says, same page on 2 sleepers, rocking them both. All right, there we go, Greg. Good luck. What could go wrong? 2 Dolphins fans agreeing on something. Dear God. Fade both. Bet, parlay the missed cut bet. Yeah, exactly, says Purple Yosh. All right, so we've got Henley, Straka, and Noren here. See how we land the plane. Rico Hoey's staring at us. The addition of finishing points has been a game changer. So, yeah, give me 1 second here. Let me make my pick, and then I actually had some thoughts on that. Wow, Rose Fowler. Holy God, this is a range I'm not enamored with. You know what? I don't have any Ricky Fowler. I love Ricky Fowler. Let me do 1 Ricky share. He started showing signs of life. He can be hit or miss, but I'll take a Ricky Fowler flyer. I'm not going to get a lot of him, so we will. Yeah, Chris says Fowler. There we go. We got Fowler on the team. Fan favorite. And then I'm just not going to pass Jason Day here. Yeah. So go easy cards. I was thinking about this. So on DraftKings, getting the difference between first and second is worth 10 points. I think first is worth 30 and second is 20, something like that. But it's a 10-point gap. On Underdog, first place is 20, second place is 18. So it's not that big a difference between first and second. Now, obviously, the first place winner is going to score well because they got first place. But I realized, and at first I was like, this is stupid. You should really be rewarded for having the winner because, I mean, you pick the winner. It's so hard to pick a winner in golf. You shouldn't get only 2 points more than second. But I realized for a draft game, it kind of makes sense because especially if the winner comes from the top, it's not like DraftKings where you can't have the winner. You just have to put them in your lineup and then adjust your salary accordingly. You're going to, if this tournament Scotty wins, I don't like a format that means only the one hole can win the draft, which happens in football some weeks, right? Like you need the guy that drops 50 points. You needed Gibbs so we could get 55 points. But here, if Scotty wins and you don't have him, you're still live to win the event because he's only getting 2 more finishing position points. Now, if he wins by 10 and he scores, 10 more birdies than everyone, sure, you needed him. But there's going to be a lot of cases where you can build a lot of different lineup formats. And if you don't have the winner, you don't feel like you're completely cooked. So long story short, I think I actually like the way they put finishing positions. Maybe 2 points is too little. Maybe 3 or 5 would be better. But it does, I do like the finishing positions the way they did it. Fowler Homa. We are not drafting Homa. We are not doing the double cool kids. I'm just not there on Homa yet. I was there. Yes, you were. You were calling for Fowler yesterday. Season long, it will make more Rory teams advance to the finals. Yeah, no, it's definitely a good thing they did that. All right, and then I'm not going to tell you guys I'm going to take this Daniel Brown guy and then not click on Daniel Brown. So there we go. Don't accidentally take Blades Brown. As cool a name as Blades Brown is, I don't think you want to draft him. I think he's a Corn Ferry promotion. Who knows? Maybe Blades Brown wins this. But my God, what a name! I wish my name was Blades. All right, Tiger in 1997, and you needed the one hole every. Yeah. I mean, you prime Scotty that we're kind of in is a little like that, but I don't know if he, again, as long as he doesn't run away with it. Blades is 17, says Eggers. Dog. Oh my God. God, they're naming kids Blades these days. Good Lord. Anyway, appreciate all of you. This was a ton of fun. Don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow. I really hope I can stream Monday because that will be prime big board season, but it's going to depend on this snowstorm and childcare stuff. I might be snowed in by myself with a 2-year-old. So pray for me. Could be brutal, but everyone, I had an awesome week with you all. Best of luck in your contests. Chris says 2 of the best college wrestlers have the last name. Yes, Blades is a last name I've seen. Hartman did a DK and almost hit submit with Blades Brown. Yeah, my God. And now we're spelling his name in all kinds of different ways. You're spelling like Curtis Blades. Hey, Hartman, appreciate you. But yes, I will see you all. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a sub. We're on the road to 500 subs. We'd love to get there. And leave a comment. Put your one and done. Whatever you'd like. I'll see you all as soon as I can. Take care.